We've had a couple better starts, so obviously something we want to do a lot more of and want to continue. So we've had a couple good days of practice and continue to make some changes and adjustments and get a feel for Kiefer and what we're looking for from the group. And no question, getting off to a good start always gives you your best opportunity to get the result you want. So be good to carry that over.
Big picture, 6-game road trip, but does it actually feel like a 2-game trip with what you've been able to do the last few days at home?
Yeah, for sure. I think after a good week on the West Coast and coming home, getting a few days back at home, recharge a bit, and some divisional games here, which are always crucial and important. Good to kind of recharge and refocus and get ready for an important week.
How do you feel your game's progressed since you came back from the injury?
Yeah, probably haven't been as consistent as I would like. I think some of it's just got to capitalize on some of my opportunities, but certainly continue to just try to find another level and work towards that and find ways to be consistent and productive.
You're playing almost 2 minutes more a game than you did last year, and maybe think back to when your career began with the Leafs 7 years ago. How big a difference mentally, physically is all that? And obviously you're 25 years of age. It's just part of your evolution.
Yeah, it's just part of it. You just get used to it and you deal with it. It's something that you prepare for, and you just deal with it as it comes, and you just try to have fun with it.
Were you surprised with this Mike story that came out this week?
Well, I think guys kind of, knew about what was going on, but, I don't think that we looked into it too much. I think we handled it at the time, and just kind of forgot about it, to be honest with you. I know Mitch has, and I think Mitch is doing a good job with it, so, it's not something that we've been thinking about.
Do you think that it could be a positive that it comes out and it maybe stops coaches from doing similar things in the future? Like there's a big discussion going on right now.
Yeah, I don't know, what the impact of it's going to be. I think as players, you just got to, be prepared to do your job, and coaches are all different, the way that they motivate, the way that they prepare. So, as players, we just try to stay focused and, stick together, and we handle things as they come.
I think that's just kind of what we've been working on the last 2 practice days, just kind of dialing that in. And I think the more we play on offense, the more we have the puck, the less D-zone and defense we have to play. So, obviously, there's going to be points in the game where you got to go in there and you got to play and you got to grind it out. But I think just kind of changing up a couple of things in our structure within that, can hopefully help us out.
Dylan Larkin tonight, Jack in Buffalo the next couple of days. What does it say about USA Hockey and that era that you've come from, and what the development program's been able to do in the last decade or so?
Yeah, I mean, they just keep producing, obviously, really good hockey players. So, we play, obviously, Detroit, Buffalo in our division. We see them quite a bit throughout the year. So, those are obviously 2 guys that you always got to be, mindful of when they're on the ice, because they can obviously, they're extremely dangerous offensively, and both, extremely fast, extremely skilled. So, it's always fun to match up against those guys, but obviously, you got to have an eye out for them.
We feel like we've been able to make some progress. We tried not to stray too far from the couple key things that we focused on last week. We just tried to build upon it and add some depth to it, and just try to get extra reps to try to get that right before we start expanding out.
How do you feel the Tavares line has looked since you've taken over with Hyman on the right, Mikheyev there?
I think they've been really good. Both guys, Mikheyev and Hyman, both just their speed under the puck and creating turnovers, and they've paired very well with John. John's been really responsible right from the face-offs, and having those guys organized and then getting the puck back and being in a good spot. We matched them up as best we could against the McKinnon line in Colorado, and I thought they did a good job against a very challenging player. And in the Arizona game, they were pretty dominant. So it hasn't been a lot that shows up on the scoreboard at this point, but we've been very happy with their play.
How much have you leaned on John, maybe off the ice, in this adjustment for you guys?
Yeah, a great deal. Both in before I even had spoken with the team, I'd spent significant time with him on the plane to get a sense of the temperature of the team and things that were needed, and make him a little more comfortable with myself and what I was planning on doing, and then just checking in with him daily, multiple times a day at times, just on how things are going and any feedback that he might have. And I think we've been able to establish a good relationship from the start, where he feels comfortable just kind of telling me what he thinks the team needs on a particular day.
What is that about the way he carries himself, John?
Just poise, confidence. Those would be the big things. He's just got a very good demeanor about him. He's calm and he just goes through his routine. He takes care of his business, and I think that gives you confidence as a coach and as a team that he's going to be there for you every day.